Welcome back to the channel, guys. We had a mixed bag today. We actually been filming an abbey. Right next to it is the mine, so we can check her out. Hopefully we'll find some trial adits. We have got another mine to check out later on. Obviously that'll be after this video if we find something. But let's find our way into the woods. I had strange looks from the woman walking around. That looks like something right in front of us. See the cutout there? Let's get down to it. Let's give you a better look. You can see definitely there's a cutting there. You can see the sides. Don't think this one is open. There's definitely a cutting here. Mad big boulder just randomly. Yeah. No idea what this is. Does that look like something there? How do we get down to it? There's another story. Oh, hang on. I've seen a black hole. Can you see it? Look, dead centre of the pipe. There's an adit over there by the looks of it. And in the history books it says there's one outside of the river. That would make sense. And this is a trial mine, so I'm not expecting to be anything crazy here. We'll see if we can get down there without sliding down the river. Oh! So there's not much history in the books. Well, there's not much I can find about this mine at all. So we go to the most appealing one first. The other one I thought I seen. Oh, they put myself in the eye. After the hole there. Oh! That's the slippery guy. Let's try and get over here without losing our footing. Alright. Let me get back to it because I don't think it goes anywhere. So, not sure if you can see, guys, but unfortunately that's all she wrote in this one. Try and go back across this river without falling in. Let's hope this one here is a little bit better. Oh, a lovely spot. Lovely spot. Maybe there is more up that way. Only one way to find out. So the most promising looking one from far away isn't the promising one. Let's see together if this is going to be the same or not. Oh, no, that's all it was, 2 cuttings. Not even worth coming down here. But as I said, if you don't come and check these places out, you don't know. But the grid reference I had for the workings is not here. So these might be the more northerly workings that the information spoke about. So maybe we're still in luck. Beautiful spot. We can't see nothing here, so I'll go back up the top there and walk over. Try and get back up here without good flying. Check these woods as well. I can't find anything obvious. It's like you guys coming up with us looking for a mine. Usually the stuff you don't see. They were down there. You can see up to there. Can't see anything here. Got to check there just in case. Oh. Oh, shoot. Nope, nothing there. It's humid. Mine is nice in the shade, yeah. I don't know how far to walk up. There's no earthworks jumping out at me. Might be a tramway going up there. Find anything, we'll find it together. And with lots of these trial mines, there's hardly anything to nothing of spoil heaps. That's because obviously they were trials. I see nothing here. So they could always be hiding underneath. Nothing obvious. Doesn't look like there's anything down there. Oh, fuck. Cut in there, I don't know if it's just the river. There wasn't talk of any motor wheels and stuff like that, so it can't be extensive. Only a building was spoken about. Obvious. Can you see anything? Be careful, just don't walk off the edge and drop down into the river. Oh, it's humid. Doesn't help with having a caving gate. Step down here. Usually indicative when you mine workings. drill again. Nothing obvious. I could always be just hidden in a place like that. Put my bag down. Show you what you mean, what I mean. I see nothing around here. Oh, it's just the rock is. But we'll come back to it if we find something else. So we've had to walk up that way about 5 minutes without the camera. We didn't find anything. That's happens a lot in the mine exploring. We knock them off. So we were looking for the south workings of the bridge. We'll head back to the bridge and look north of the bridge, which will be downstream, and we'll have a quick look down there, see if we find anything. But it's so humid, very humid, and as you can see the flies are all attacking me. So let's get out of these woods. So a quick look at where we've had a pit stop. Nice little spot. So we'll catch up with you further down the river. So we're just up there was the two adits, well I won't call them adits, well the nook and crannies. So we're looking down the river to see if we can find anything. Getting back up to the road will be interesting again. Nothing obvious down here. Nothing obvious down here either. The road is up here somewhere, so we might go back up to the road, down to the bridge. You can't see nothing down there or along here. Let's go back up and I'll see you down there, down by the bridge. We're on the bridge, and as you can see, looking down the river as far as I can see, that corner I can't see nothing, and the ground is quite flat outside the river, so there's no room for, there's no rock face for an adit to be there. Can't see nothing, and there's like trash down there. I walked down Forestry track a bit to try and find a way down, and it's a proper jungle. So that might be it for this video. It's more of a walking around the woods trying to find something that's not there. But that's what happens with mine exploring. So there'll be a bit of footage from the other mine that we went to. We didn't find any underground, but I did a bit of drone footage, so we'll marry that drone footage with this video and show you of a bit of above ground viewings of an old mine site. So without further ado, I'm yakking on for too much. If you like the video, smash the subscribe, share us out, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching. Peace out. With the ground search drawing a blank, I took to the skies, hoping the drone might reveal what the landscape was hiding. I followed the stream, upstream, scanning every bend and hollow for a sign of an adit, but the terrain was unforgiving, the vegetation thick. If anything remains up here, it's buried deep or long sealed. Down below, the broken ruins of the mine buildings still hold their place in the valley, weathered stone and rusting metal telling the story of a brief resurgence over a century ago. The mine site now lies quiet, but in the 1800s it was once showed real promise. In 1848, mining geologist W. Smith described it as an old mine, 35 fathoms deep and once very productive. Decades earlier, mining pioneer John Taylor had trialled the site at the request of Lord Lisburn. To fight the rising water, he brought in a pressure engine all the way from Flintshire, but even that wasn't enough. The efforts soon failed and the mine was left dormant. It wasn't until 1911 that a new group, the St. James Syndicate, gave it another go. Between 1913 and 1917, they managed to raise nearly 1,000 tons of lead and zinc ores before the mine fell silent once again. The deepest workings reached around 40 fathoms from the surface, or 20 fathoms below adit. A fair effort for such a short-lived revival. The surface remains are scattered fragments of structures, the ghost of a reservoir tank and broken leats that once channeled water across the hillside. Spoiled tips on earth banks still scar the land, and on aerial images you can just make out what may have been old settlement tanks. Spoiled tips and earth banks still scar the land, and on aerial images you can just make out what may have been old settlement tanks and platform features. One U-shaped earthwork still stands out, ridged and furrowed, hold on to whatever story it once told. Like many mines in mid-Wales, Cwm Mawr's story is brief but determined. A handful of hopeful decades carved into the hills, now lost beneath silence and stones. I turned the drone downstream towards the other reported adit. From above, it looked long collapsed, another piece of history sealed by time and nature. Back at the ruins is a sense of quiet resilience. Not much remains, but enough to imagine the life and labour once spent here. The last of it ended in 1917, nearly forgotten to time. As we rise above the valley one last time, the mine disappeared beneath the trees and stone. Another trace of whales mining past, fading back into the landscape. Cwm Mawr gave up no open adits today, for sometimes the silence tells its own story. If you're a farmer or landowner in mid Wales and you know of a mine on your land, maybe the portal is sealed, lost to time, or you've never seen what lies below, we'd love to hear from you. With your permission, we can carefully excavate, explore and document what's underground, preserving the history for future generations.